Hi guys, Daisy van Wyk from Van Wyk Consultants and Accountants and from the Bizin app. And so we continuing with our VAT discussion and our training. And as we discussed previously, you can just go onto the website that SARS is giving us, and you can go to www.sars.gov.za. You can search VAT. And today I just want to touch on how to register for VAT and who must register for VAT. So it's a very important aspect. And as I mentioned in the previous video, this is about creating awareness and making you understand that. And so we must always be as effective, as efficient with our VAT. We must plan accordingly. You must ask your accountant for ways to save, but stay within the borders that SARS is giving you. Stay legal, stay ethical, truthful with what you are doing. But SARS is giving you ways to save taxes. So in terms of this, it's not just saying just pay, pay, pay. No, we are just saying be aware of what you need to pay. Pay the taxman what's due to him, but be savvy in terms of your taxes as well. So who should register for VAT? A person can only register for VAT if they are carrying on an enterprise. And a person is defined in the VAT Act and includes, but is not limited to, an individual, a company, a partnership, trust fund, and a municipality. So once again, it's important to understand what SARS is defining an enterprise as. So an enterprise is defined, is a defined term in the VAT Act. It includes any activity carried on continuously or regularly by any person in or partly in South Africa where goods or services are supplied to another person for a consideration, whether or not for profit. And anything done to start or terminate an enterprise is also included as conducting an enterprise for VAT purposes. So this is very important for us to understand. And SARS is specifically indicating here that it's an individual, company, partnership, trust fund, and municipality. So we need to understand that it is not just companies, right? Even in your individual capacity, if you have a trade happening in your individual capacity, you must still register for VAT if you meet the thresholds that SARS is giving us. So many of us, we doing a side hustle or we're running a business in our personal capacity and we're meeting certain thresholds and we never truly understand that we are actually, according to law, responsible to register for VAT, and it becomes mandatory. But the activities or supplies of the following persons are specifically included in the definition of enterprise: public authorities as notified by the Commissioner, welfare organizations, share block companies, implementation agencies of a foreign donor funded project, or intermediaries and non-resident suppliers of electronic services. So you can read through this. The following are some examples of when you are not regarded as carrying on an enterprise, but I'll quickly touch on it as well. Is making exempt supplies. So for example, the supplies of financial services, residential accommodation, public transport, etc. referred to in the VAT 404 guide for vendors for more detailed information. So you can see that in terms of this as well, SARS is giving you a guide, and if you click on that link, you'll get the guide for vendors where you can read much more about that SARS is giving us. So once again, I'm showing to you that SARS is giving you the resource to understand. Okay, an employee earning a salary or wage from an employer. So please, if you feel in your individual capacity and you heard this, don't go and register for VAT if you are only earning a salary. It's only when you are delivering a service or selling products in your personal capacity. Okay, so an employee earning a salary or wage from an employer is excluded from registering for VAT. Note that a non-executive director of a company is considered to be an independent contractor and not an employee. Okay, hobbies or any private recreational pursuits not conducted in the form of a business. Then private occasional transactions, for example, the sale of domestic household goods, personal effects, or private motor vehicle. And then supplying commercial accommodation in circumstances where the total value of those supplies made or reasonably expected to be made does not exceed 120,000 in any executive period of 12 months. So that's a mouthful, but once again, you can go and read through this in your own time to understand whether you should register for VAT or not. It is compulsory for a person to register for VAT if the value of taxable supplies made or to be made is in excess of 1 million rand in any consecutive 12-month period. So this is not a financial year or calendar year, it is any 12-month continuous period. And we need to understand that SARS is highlighting something very important here, which is saying if the value of taxable supplies made or to be made is in excess of 1 million. So even if your company or your trade is going to a point where it might exceed 1 million rand, it is already important for you to know and to do your figures to understand whether you need to register for VAT or not. So when must a person register for VAT? As we mentioned now as well, but a person may register for VAT if they are carrying an enterprise in or partly in the Republic where goods or services are supplied for a consideration. It is compulsory for a person to register for VAT under the following circumstance. So compulsory, where the value of taxable supplies made in any consecutive 12-month period exceeded or is likely to exceed 1 million rand. And then where in terms of written contractual obligation, the value of taxable supplies to be made in a 12-month period will exceed 1 million rand. So we can understand in terms of this, even if you received a contract that is going over 1 million rand in a consecutive 12-month period, we need to register for VAT in that instance then. So through this, it is quite evident that SARS is hammering on the 1 million rand in consecutive 12-month period. So if your company or your trade or your sole proprietor or whatever you are doing in order to generate income through your business activity, please go and do the checks in your bank account. Go and ask your accountant whether you are already reaching that threshold, because, and this is a very important aspect, SARS can go back and backdate your VAT registration from the day you exceeded a 1 million rand threshold in a consecutive 12 months. So it's important to be proactive, to rather make sure you act first before SARS comes after you and register you and backdate you for registration. So then when we're working through that and we're touching on the compulsory registration, SARS is saying an application for compulsory VAT registration must be made within 21 business days from the date the 1 million rand is or will be exceeded. So SARS is giving us a deadline, right? So this is imperative for us to understand that SARS is already giving us a deadline in terms of that 21 business days after we cross over that 1 million rand mark. Non-resident suppliers or certain electronic services are also liable for compulsory VAT registration at the end of the month in which the total value of the taxable supplies exceeds 1 million rand. An intermediary is also allowed to register and account for VAT on behalf of supplies made by non-resident supplier of electronic services. And once again, there's more information that SARS is giving you on the guide for foreign suppliers of electronic services. So a very important aspect for us, and most businesses will just be focusing on, are you making the million rand in 12 consecutive months? So I just want to highlight that. It is not financial year necessarily, it is not calendar year necessarily, it is a consecutive 12-month period and the threshold is 1 million rand. If you've reached that in your trade, please make sure that you do register for VAT. I'm using trade as a word, but SARS is specifically saying enterprise. So if you've reached that million rand in your enterprise, make sure that you register for VAT as soon as possible. So then there's also a voluntary registration. So a person may also choose to register voluntary for VAT if the value of taxable supplies made or to be made is less than 1 million rand, but has, under circumstances, exceed 50,000 rand in the past 12 months. A voluntary registration may be applied for by the following persons or under the following circumstances, although the minimum registration threshold of 50,000 rand has not yet been made. Then it's stating municipalities, welfare organizations, acquisition of a business as a going concern, and there's multiple other organizations that you can look at that SARS is mentioning on this link as well. So it's important for us to understand that there is possibilities that where you have not yet reached that 1 million rand threshold, that you can do a voluntary registration. And most businesses does want to do a voluntary registration because they find themselves in contractual agreements with other vendors that wants them to have a VAT number, that wants them to be VAT registered. So it is important for us to make sure that we understand when we need to register for VAT. We need to understand how the VAT process works whenever we do register for VAT, and we need to make sure that we are proactive in our registration process so that we do not find ourselves wondering whenever SARS knocks on our door and asking us to register for VAT because we have already exceeded the 1 million rand threshold. So please guys, make sure you know when to register for VAT. Make sure you register for VAT as soon as possible if you have already crossed the threshold. And in our next video, we will speak about how our VAT liability works. Thank you for joining this video of our VAT and how VAT registration works. I'm Daisy van Wyk from Van Wyk Consultants and Accountants and the Bizin app.